Welcome, amazing one, and let's solve this beautiful geometry puzzle together. We are given a square. The length of the square measures 6 units, and inscribed is a rectangle such that the vertices of this rectangle is touching each side of the square. The area of the rectangle is 10 square units, and this rectangle has two lines of symmetry. Let me show you. Place it this way. You observe that the length here, what you have here, is the same with what is here. And if you also do it this way, this part of the rectangle is the same with what you have here. And we are also told that this length here, from here to here, measures x units. The question is, find this x. How do we do it? Don't worry, I will take you through that step by step. It's just so easy. Now, for us to find the value of x, since the question has told us that this rectangle has two lines of symmetry, it means that this part of this length is the same with what you will have here. From here to here is already measured x. Automatically from here to here will also measure x. Now, what else do we need to know? Remember that the total length of this square is 6 units. And if this is true, we can also have it that if here is already x, the remaining length is going to give us, the remaining length will be 6 subtract x for this to give us x. Now, what else do we need to know? Just remember that since the equation has given us the area of the rectangle as 10 square units, if this part of the rectangle measures P and this part measures Q, we can have it that the area, so we have it that the area of the rectangle will give us, multiply the two sides of the rectangle, and that gives us PQ, and this area is equal to 10. So if you simplify this, it means PQ is equal to 10. Let's leave this equation. Now, what else do we need to know? Remember, this is for a square, it always right angles at the vertex. And if this is true, you observe that this has formed a right angle triangle. So let's bring this part of this shape out. If you do that, we are going to have, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you for always choosing to learn through us. If you are still new, why not subscribe for the more tips you'll get? Make sure your notification bell is on because you have updates for you every day. And if you love what to do, don't forget to give us thumbs up and also share with others. Now let's keep doing this to have. Bringing out this part of the shape, this is what we have. This length measures Q. From here to here measures X. And from here to here measures X. Now, whenever you're working with the size of a right angle triangle, it reminds you of Pythagorean's theorem. Now, it means that this part is the longest side because it is the side that is opposite to this right angle. Square the longest side, we are going to have Q squared is equal to the square of the two legs summed, and that gives us x squared plus x squared. If you simplify this, we have Q squared will give us, add this, it gives us 2x squared. Now, what do we do? Let's get Q. To do that, we are going to have Q will be, to remove square, you square root. So this is what we have. And to get the square root, you take the positive and negative of the square root each time you want to remove square. But because the Q cannot be negative because you're working with sides, we're only going to concentrate on the positive square root. In that case, we have Q is equal to square root of, now for this, we can split this to give us square root of 2 multiplied by square root of x squared. Keep simplifying. We are going to now have Q is equal to, this gives us square root of 2. This square takes off the square root, we have x. It gives us Q is equal to x root 2. Now let's keep this and go back to the diagram. Our target is to find this x. Now, what else do you need to do? If you look at this carefully, remember that this is a square. The bigger shape is a square. And if this is true, from here to here is the same with what you have here. Because we are told already that the rectangle is symmetrical. It has two lines of symmetry. Now it means from here to here also measures 6 minus x, and this tiny length is also measuring x. Now what do you do? Also remember that this right angles here, and you observe that this has formed a right angle triangle. Did you see that? We are going to bring this part of this shape out to help us to find the value of x. Bringing out this part of the shape, this is what we have. This length measures p. From here to here measures 6 minus x. From here to here measures 6 minus x. And it triangles here. This part is the hypotenuse, the longest side. So quickly square it. You have p squared. Square the two legs and sum. This is what we have. Then plus 6 minus x all squared. What do we do? This is the same as p squared is equal to. Now you observe that these two are the same. It's just like when you are adding x squared plus x squared, and it gives you 2x squared. So add this and it gives you 2 bracket 6 minus x squared. What do we do next? To remove this power of 2, this square, just take the square root. So p will give us square root of 2 bracket 6 minus x squared. We take only the positive square root. And in that case, this is also the same as p is square root of 2 multiplied by square root of 6 minus x all squared. Keep simplifying. From here, we now have p is equal to square root of 2 multiplied. This square takes the square root. This is what we have. Now, this is what we have for the value of p. But we are targeting x. To get our x, let's recall the statement we left earlier. Let's do that together to have. So we recall, we said PQ is equal to 10. And we also have it that Q is equal to x root 2. Now, what do we do with this statement? Remember, we already know our P as this. So what we do here is we are going to substitute these two values we have for P and Q into the earlier statement. So to do that, we have substitute. We are going to now have PQ. From here, we have PQ is equal to 10. So our P is this, and that gives us root 2 multiplied by 6 minus x. Our Q is this, multiplied by x root 2, and this is equal to 10. Let's simplify this. This is the same as root 2 times root 2. Remember that for every root a multiplied by root a is equal to a, according to your rule of sorts. So when you multiply these two, it gives you 2. We are going to have 2 multiply x into 6 minus x is equal to 10. And at this point, we are going to use this 2x to distribute into the bracket. Let's do that together. So multiply this times this gives us 12x. We have 12x. Multiply this, it gives us negative 2x squared is equal to 10. Now what do we do next? Let's take this to the right side of the equation. To do that, we add 2x squared, subtract 12x from both sides. So we subtract here and then add 2x squared. If you do that, we are going to have this takes off, this takes off. Here becomes 0 is equal to 2x squared minus 12x plus 10. And this is the same as 2x squared minus 12x plus 10 is equal to 0. You can divide by 2 to reduce it. So do that. And this is what we have. This will give us x squared minus 6x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now, at this point, you see that this has led to quadratic equation. What we just need to do is, because the quotient of x squared is 1, quickly get two numbers that when you multiply, it gives you positive 5. When you add them, it gives you negative 6. You get them from the factors of 5. Quickly, this will give us 5 and 1. 5 times 1 is 5. What sign? We go with negative, because negative 5 and negative 1 will give us negative 6. Let's substitute here. Let's do that together to have. open two brackets, put x in the two, then these numbers minus 5 and minus 1 is equal to 0. Solving this, we have x minus 5 is equal to 0. To remove this negative 5, you add 5 to both sides. And when you do that, this takes off. We have x is equal to, add this, it gives you 5. Now for this, we are going to have x minus 1 is 0. To get this, you add 1 to both sides. And when you do that, x will give us, add this, it gives us 1. So the value of x here is 1, and this is 5. Now record the shape we have where we position the value of x. So let's record the shape. You observe that the x we have is a little part of this length. And if x is just a smaller part of the whole length, it means x cannot be 5. We are going to accept x as 1. So in that case, we have x is equal to 1 unit. And that is our answer. And I hope you learned something. Don't forget to tell us how much. I'll also be curious to see your own method. Thank you for always choosing to learn through us. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a lovely day. Bye.